Joan Rivers died last month, and now people are asking me, why did the New York State Department of Health get involved in investigating her death so quickly? You want to learn the answer? Come join me as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. The answer is twofold. Number one, Joan Rivers was a celebrity. And as a result of her death, a lot of questions were raised about how it was that she came to die. She underwent an endoscopy procedure at an endoscopy center outside of a hospital and now suffered an event causing her to go into respiratory and cardiac arrest that put her in a coma for about 8 days that ultimately led to her death. So now, why would the New York State Department of Health begin investigating the medical care and treatment that she received? So not only is celebrity an issue here, where now the Department of Health is concerned about this endoscopy center's ability to properly treat patients in this environment. But the other issue is there a clear and present danger to other patients who are undergoing treatment and endoscopies at this particular center? That's one of the key reasons why the New York State Department of Health would begin investigating immediately. Typically what will happen is some event will occur, but the Department of Health will have no clue about it until someone triggers an investigation. Somebody writes a letter, whether a hospital, a staff member, or a patient turns around and writes a letter to the Department of Health asking for an investigation because they believe that there was something done wrong, or maybe somebody violated the basic standards of care and now they think that there's something dangerous going on at this healthcare facility or at a doctor's office or even at a hospital. That's what will usually prompt the Department of Health to investigate. And I will tell you, in doing this in more than 26 years now, handling medical malpractice cases and wrongful death matters, I will tell you that the Department of Health typically doesn't get involved for many, many months later. But I think that because Joan Rivers was a big celebrity and this was on all the news stations everywhere, there was huge publicity surrounding this, I think they made an exception and went ahead and began an immediate investigation. So are we going to learn the results of the investigation by the New York State Department of Health? In all likelihood, we won't. Those are typically private and confidential and are only released and disclosed to the facility, the endoscopy facility or hospital, or the family. So unless the family decides to leak it to the news, we likely will not learn the conclusions and the results of the New York State Department of Health investigation. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in this type of process involving medical malpractice here in the state of New York. You know, I realize you're watching this because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.